Namaste. There was a question by one of the subscribers. Actually, it was not a question, but she felt the whole thing sounded so different. Particularly so because she's learning from the Dagarvani of Drupad Gaiki. So, of course, I'm not claiming that I'm singing pure Drupad style, but I have taken certain padas from the Drupad itself relating to one raga, which I have also learnt bandishes, khayals in that same raga. So I integrated, and also I, over the years, as you transcend, you realize life is nothing but an integration. And the sum total of the parts is, all the sum total of the parts when we put together makes it a larger whole. Okay, so or a larger completeness, I must say that. So as such, what happens is, because of the varied genres in Hindustani music, we have bhajans, we have khayals, we have chota khayal, bada khayal, tumri, dadra, kajri, and hori, tappa, and you also have folk type of music. You have ghazals, you have geet, and then from that again you have the other genre of Drupad also. Now, of course, if you trace back, it's said that from the Vedic literature, the very first essence of music was the Drupad Gaiki, after which it got, diluted in the form of khayals as the rulings changed and as inventions and people started invading, invadance began. But our Indian classical music has influence of Sufism. It has influence of almost all types of spirituality or religiosity. So abhangs, again, if you look at it in Maharashtra and maybe southern region also, so abhangs are very popular. So the Nirakar Rupa to the Sakar Rupa. So Sakar Rupa to again Nirakar Rupa. So the deity is nothing but a medium for us to look at it and appreciate and express ourselves. So from that point of view, when I saw that the swara pattern is almost similar, it's just the gaiki, that means the initial alap is very elaborate, very, very elaborate. You almost hear the nada. I had said that even earlier. So from that point of view, I said, when I was trying to, and by nature, quite a lot of creative thoughts keep coming in, and I like to pen down my thoughts. I said, Raag is a medium of communication, correct? And what does this Raag have? Raag has swaras to it. Now, with these swaras, then we also have certain words and shabda kosha, as we would like to call it. So I said, okay, let me define how I can make it into a comprehensive whole, the entire thing, integration of what we learn, different aspects of what we learn, instead of, when you start much later in life and say post-retirement, the second lease of life, and you say that, okay, if I have taught in early childhood that the children can take a decision, then why cannot I take a decision of how to lead my life? So I suppose I chose, I have chosen music. So in that, then I have learnt various genres. So now I feel, do I just, can I become a specialist of one type? At my age, very honestly, I'm saying, and having started so late, this itself is a big blessing from above, that I'm able to render and I'm able to think and I'm able to, research upon certain things. So there is, of course, there is the Swarasriti as well as the Padasriti. So then how we can combine it all into making it into that comprehensive whole. So if you start with the rag, you have the alap, then you have the drupad, that is sthayi and antara. Today nobody is going into sanchari and abhog, so only the two verses as such, maybe only 4 lines also. Then you can go into more swaras and finally come into the bandish bowl and leading us to the tans, and finally come back to the first part of the pada, that Dhruva pada, and then end it up with a tihai. So it is like, I think reading the text, I found myself to be a contemplation dominant type of a personality. So in that sense, and more on the sattvic side. So it is an aesthetic contemplation. So therefore, when you realize that this is what it is, you will be able to put it also in a musical format. So this is exactly what I have done. So due respect to all the the experts and renowned personalities who have rendered Drupad exclusively. Okay. So then I think that explains to the, just wanted to tell her that it is. And also this confidence came to me after I have visited and witnessed for myself the education system, how the children take the decision, even the teachers, the way they program, it is, everything comes from the intrinsic self. Nothing is external. You do this, I will give you this. You finish your MBBS, I will get you something else. No, it has, you decide. A decision making is so important. So from that point of view, after having enough, awareness of what the environment is all about within India and abroad, I had the confidence to come out with this. Okay, so we'll elaborate on Raag Yaman. I hope I've made myself clear. Okay, so I will, and I found this quotation by William James, the American psychologist, who defines the divine as an unfathomable vastness, leaving man with no option but to accept his own relative insignificance and therefore plead for grace. This is exactly what happens to all of us when we retire. Okay? Yeah, thank you. And it was nice for me to read psychology, which I've learnt and I have even lectured upon, as well as then to read on music. तीव्र नी रे ग म प म ग म ग रे नी रे सा दया दयानी दया दयानी दया जो राग रंग जो राग रंग सो गावे सो गावे उत्तम बानी उत्तम बानी दया दयानी जो राग रंग सो गावे ga ni da ma 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 da pa ga ra ga ma ra ni ni ma ra ni da sa daya Dayani Jambu Durga Jambu Durga Jambu Durga Bhavani Jambu Durga Bhavani Bhavani Raag Tana Tale Raag Tana Tale Hove Parama Gyani Hove Parama Gyani Daya Daya Dayani Sa Ni Re Ma Ga Ma Ma Ga Ni Re Sa Ma Da Ni Da Sa 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 Ni Da Ba Ma Ga Re Ni Ni Re Sa Gagariya Bharan de O more Gagariya Bharan de O Gagariya Bharan de O more Gagariya Bharan de Paiya parat toy kaan kuvar more paiya parat toy kaan kuvar more Gagariya Bharan de बार बार समझाऊं न समझद 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 धीर कन्हैया धीर कन्हैया एक न माने हार गई मैं तो हार गई हार गई मैं तो हार गई गगरिया भरन दे ni re sa 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 ni re sa 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 ni re ga re ni re ga re ni re sa 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 ni re ga ma ga re ni re sa 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 ni re ga ma ga re ni re sa 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 ni re ga ma ga re ni re sa 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 ni re ga ma da pa ma ga re ni re sa 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 ni re ga ma da pa ma ga re ma da ni da ma da ni pa ma ga re ni re sa 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 ma da ni da ma da ni da pa ma ga re pa ma ga re pa ma ga re ni re sa sa 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 ni re ga re ni re sa 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 daya gar dayani daya gar dayani jo raag rangad sogave uttama bani daya gar daya gar daya gar dayani. Hope you like this integrated stuff. Thank you so much.